hilarious maps are a staple of Three Stooges comedy. We're going to start our exploration chronologically and go from there. The first map we're going to explore is from You Nazty Spy. So we start with Starvania up top. That's the continent. We have from left to right aspirin, hangover. I think those are pretty easy to know what they are. We have bath. Now, the first word that got to me was hacha. It's slang that I didn't know, but hacha apparently is an expression of you're happy, maybe someone's attractive. I believe. You guys let me know if I interpreted it correctly. We have razzle lake and dazzle lake. Razzle dazzle is a expression from the era, so you have to read them together. Jinrikia. Jinriki is a type of drink, so Jinrikia is just to play off that. We have Bologna. Bologna is a city, so it's actually probably one of the only names here that's actually based off something. We have Nux Vomica. I can imagine like vomit, right? Nux Vomica. Double Crossia, like double crossing, like betraying. Moronica right there, that is the country that the Three Stooges are running. And then we have Mickey, Finland. Mickey and Mickey Finn is the expression for like a drug-laced drink. Then we have Bay of Window, Look-See, and Cece. So now the second part of this map, and we have Sea Biscuit, which is really funny, like Sea Biscuit. And then we have Oomphala. I can just imagine, just play off the sound oomph. We have Shanzi, we have Chinchin, and then we have Hotchki. Oh, Kachki. And I believe Kachki is a Yiddish word. And then Bay of Rum is a play off Bay Rum. And then we have Screwball Keys, which is probably a play off the Florida Keys, making fun of the Florida Keys a little bit. Hi, everyone. This is Jerry Watches Movies. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got 3 more maps to go, but I just wanted to ask you guys because I don't know what Chinchin means, and I also don't know what Shanzi means. Those are the only 2 I kind of didn't understand, Chinchin and Shanzi. So what are those a play off? And Kachki, the Yiddish word I had trouble pronouncing, apparently it means like a little trinket. And then Nux Vomica, it's actually kind of a medical term. So, of course, you can think of it as knuckleheads vomiting, but actually, Nux Vomica is actually a medical term. So those are some clarifications. Let's break down the second map. So going chronologically, this map is from the unofficial sequel to You Nazty Spy, I'll Never Hail Again. Let's look at this map. So this one is going to look a lot like another one we're going to see soon, but we're going to start in the upper left. We have Isle of Cork. And again, look at this Starvania. This Starvania doesn't have the underscore in between the 2 V's, right? So they changed how Starvania is spelled. And then we have Corkscrew Straits, again, playing off the cork. We have Hotsea, and then Tootsie, like Tootsie, right? And then Great Britain is Great Mitten, which is really funny. And then we had Rubidin. I don't know what Rubidin is. I'm going to have to look this up. We have Straits of Rye, and then Can't See, of course, is a pun, right? Like you can't see. Then we have Jugosalvia. Salvia is a drug, so I don't know if people were already taking salvia back then. We have the Carpenter Mountains. We have Yom Kippurs, which of course is a Jewish holiday. The Three Stooges were Jews, so they love putting little bits of Yiddish and different types of slang in their work. And then we have Moronica, which of course is the country that the Three Stooges run. And there's a Lake of Lamb, which I can only think of as like leg of lamb. It's just a play off a certain type of cut if you're going to eat lamb. We have Stay Way Off. We have the Insane River. And in the Insane River, there's a Give a Damn. That's pretty funny. We have Jerkola, Truck on Down. And then we have a Tisket, a Tasket. Apparently, that's from a nursery rhyme that I never learned. Then we have Woo Woo or Woo Woo. We have Castoria. I'll have to think about what that means. We have pushover, right? A person's a pushover. We have the Volga River instead of Volga, right? The Volga River is the one that is actually a geographical landmark. We have Slaphappia, like slapping. We have Bulge Area instead of Bulgaria. We have Big Zipper. We have a play off Iran and Iraq. We have I ran, he ran, she ran, they ran, also ran. We have Toot Sweet. We have Hotfoot. And we have Toe Mountains and Heil Mountains. So that is our map, guys. Hey, guys, Jerry again. Hope you're enjoying the breakdown. Rub it in. That's what Rubidin is. Rub it in. It took me a while to think about it. Rub it in. Now, I still don't know what Castoria means. So that's the only one on this map. I can't figure out the pun. So you guys let me know, what does Castoria mean? Okay, the next one is from the one I've watched the most, Malice in the Palace. The reason is because this one's in the public domain. So many of you have probably seen this in box sets and DVDs and VCRs, etc., and played a lot on TV. So let's look at the map and compare and contrast. So immediately you can see some similarities. And in fact, if you really compare, you can see that they almost combine the two maps that we saw before into one map. For example, Mickey Finland was in the first map, and then a lot of this stuff is in the second map, like Truck on Down, Woo Woo. They moved some of this stuff, right? Like Woo Woo used to be on the left side, and we have Schmoland because in Malice in the Palace, some of the action later on takes place in Schmo. So if you look on the left side, the Rub It In now has a few more territories to the left, right? There's Egypt, and Egypt, right? So it's a play off, of course, the country, Egypt. If you go all the way down to the far right, you see I'll ask her, like I will ask her, I shall ask her, I'll ask her. They kept the I ran, he ran, she ran stuff, the hot foot stuff, Double Crossia still there, Castoria still there, Insane River, Give a Damn still there, Atiska to Taska still there, Jerkle is still there, Lake of Lamb still there. Oh, Snowland, look at that. Snowland and Noland are new. And then everything else is still the same. Notice they still kept Starvania as the continent. So this one I think it's just a funnier version of both maps, right? And notice in this one, it's shaped like a human head with quite a beard on it, right? It's got a little beard where the hot foot is. And guys, I've been waiting years to show you guys this. So when I was a kid, VCRs aren't as clear as DVDs, right? I paused the VCR and spent 5 minutes writing down all the really funny things. That was how much of a Stooge fan I was. So I just want to tell all Stooge lovers, this is the amount of dedication I had to being a Stooge lover. Now we have higher quality streaming. I didn't even have to do this, but I'm glad I did this. So let's go on to the final map. The final map is from Stone Age Romeos. Let's check out this map and how it's different from all the other maps. First thing is, this is a map of Jerkola, not of Starvania. In the previous maps, Jerkola was a nation on the map. This time, Jerkola is a continent. So we will go from left. Left, first column, Pacific Ocean, Borscht Island. Of course, borscht is a famous Slavic dish. We have Dumbbell Mountains. That's pretty funny. Luxi, which we've seen before. We have Wingding. Wingding is a font. We have Hotzi. We have Tootsie. We have Ceylon, like sea lion. Notice it's almost looking like a sea lion, right? Ceylon. And by the way, Ceylon with a C, I believe, used to be a country. We have Schnuzzle Mountains, Schmo Lake, Bourbon River. Again, we have the Give a Damn. And then we have Kegobuzia? What is Kegobuzia? I'm going to have to think about that. We have Gunga Jin, which is a play off Gunga Din, which is a pretty famous movie starring Cary Grant. We have Drink a Gin, like Gunga Jin, but Drink a Gin. We have Can of Beer. We have Hangover. We have Tailland. And then we have Straits of Rye, Isle Liquor, Yule Liquor. Yule Liquor. Oh, I see what you're doing. Ooh, Three Stooges, man, having some baldy wordplay. We have Drop Dead Sea, and then if you drop dead, you have Rigor Mortis. That's pretty funny. We have Verblongent. Verblongent? I'll have to think about what that means. We have Mishmash and Pishposh. We have Heland, Bay of Rum again. Island, look at that I, but with an I, like your eyes. Sheland, Weland, Utopia, right? But like a playoff Utopia, but like dopey, like Utopia. And then we have the Skull Islands, aka King Kong and stuff like that. Hey guys, Jerry one more time. So I figured out the two I was confused about. Kegabuzia, like a keg of booze. For those of you who don't know what a keg is, a lot of beer. It's a big can full of whatever, right? So Kegabuzia. And then Verblongent is a play off a Yiddish word, Verblingent, or whatever, however you say it. And it basically means you're lost or you don't know what's going on. Also, in case it wasn't clear, Pacific Ocean was a play off Pacific Ocean, right? So now we have it. We have all four maps translated and analyzed. So what do you guys think? Do you like this type of video? In-depth Stooge fandom. Leave your comments, share this, and please subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Let's get the channel to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, guys, talk to you soon. Yeah.